Good morning, family. This is your girl, Liz Kassoon, and I am so thankful and happy to be here with you guys this morning. My mission here is to impact, inspire, and encourage. And this morning, you guys, I wanted to just encourage you to really ask God for everything that it is that you want. Like, be open with Him. He loves you and He knows you and He knows the desires of your heart already. But I want you to ask God for whatever it is you want. Be specific about it. Ask Him to bring these things to the forefront. Ask Him for the resources. Ask Him for whatever it is that you need. Know that God is also, He's a good Father, that He loves you and He wants to give you the desires of your heart. Throughout the Bible, it says, ask for it and it shall be given unto you. So today I want to encourage you to ask God for whatever it is that you need. A lot of times most people just say, money. I want to just ask for money. I need money. No, why don't you ask God for the proper resources to build you outside of that? Because it's what is it that they say? You give a man a fish, he'll only eat for one day, but if you teach him how to fish, he'll eat for a lifetime. So I want to encourage you to ask God for new ways to make income. Ask God for new ways to implement new habits to take you to wherever it is you want to. Don't just ask for the end result, but ask for something to create these results that will start to happen just anyway, even after the prayer. So I want to encourage you to ask God for the things and the desires of your heart. And just, as you're doing that, to really think about whatever it may be. Again, if it's money and you're like, God, I'm asking you for $50. God is so much greater than $50 or $100 or even $1,000. So why don't you ask Him for a new way to create a new income? Ask Him for these type of things today, and I encourage you to do this and to really ask Him for whatever it is you need. He loves you, and He's waiting for everything. He's waiting for you to seek Him for guidance and direction to take you to where it is that you need to go. So, today I encourage you to just go ask God for whatever it is that you need. Know that He's listening and He's waiting for you to come and talk to Him, to ask Him for the desires of your heart. Some people might say, well, I keep asking Him and I don't feel like anything's happening. Why don't you sit back and really analyze what it is you're asking for? See if that thing that you're asking for is actually going to harm you, or if it's going to add to you. Think about this, is that even as a child, I'll use my dog for example, personal example. I have a dog, her name's Lexi, she's a Yorkie, and I was eating some chicken one day, and it was like a spicy chicken meal. And as I was eating this meal, she was sitting there crying and begging for something. She was begging me for it. And as I sat there, of course, it's like I don't want to neglect her. I want to give her something, but at the same time, I know that if I give her this spicy chicken, it's going to hurt her stomach. And I love her, so I'm not going to do that to her. But she's just a little puppy, so all she sees is chicken. She doesn't know that chicken is going to be bad for her. But me, as the responsible person, I'm not going to give it to her because I don't want to harm her. I know that she might get that moment of satisfaction of receiving the chicken, but when she goes to actually consume it, it's going to hurt her. So I want to encourage you that whatever it is that you're asking God for, also ask God to make it according to His will. Understand that God's will is so much greater than anything that you can even have imagined for your life. Know that as you're praying and you're asking God for these things according to His will, you're literally that's like the secret recipe to get whatever it is that your heart desires. Because God wants to give you every single thing that your heart desires. Just start to ask according to His will. Because even with Lexi, I wanted to give her that chicken, but I also knew that I wanted to give her the satisfaction of knowing that I love her and I care about her. But at the same time, I didn't want to harm her. And God's a good parent where He knows these things. And He's like, no, wait, just wait. I have something so much greater in store for you. So as you're asking God for whatever it is that you want, I also ask it according to His will. Know that He wants to bless you exceedingly and abundantly. Thank you guys so much for just sharing your time with me today. I pray just peace, prosperity, and just blessings amongst you guys. And I pray that God just fills you guys with supernatural resources to take you to wherever it is you want to go in life, to fill the desires of your heart. There's an audience that's literally waiting for you to arrive, to step up to the plate, to be and walk out in your calling of where it is that God has sent you to go. Thank you guys so much for spending your time with me. And lastly, before I go, I want to just encourage you to take your time seriously. Understand that time is a raw material, that once it is gone, you will never, ever, ever get it back. So make sure wherever it is you're investing your time, you're looking at what is my return on my investment. Is this taking me closer to where I need to go, or is this pulling me back? And that's in the terms of people, places, things, and even thoughts. Think about these things today as you're asking God to fill the desires of your heart, asking Him exceedingly and abundantly according to His will. Thank you guys so much for spending your time with me. Have an amazing, prosperous day.